Morning everyone. We're here at Minninglow car park because we're going to have another Ethel hunting session. Hopefully we might pick up 2 or 3 today. Aleck Low, Minninglow and possibly Harboro Rocks, depending on how we feel. It's a bit cold today. I'm really hoping for some sun. I just want some sun. Just fed up of it being so cold and dismal. So here's hoping. I think Sue's making us a coffee. Essential, and then we'll be setting off down the High Peak Trail. So, see you later. Sue's had a coffee malfunction already, and we're just setting off down the High Peak Trail towards Aleck Low. Look at all the moss on this wall. It's so soft. Make a lovely seat. This is Gotham or Gotham, probably, Curve, and there's what's on the map as Gotham or Gotham there, but can't see Batman anywhere around yet. We'll very shortly be turning off and taking a footpath towards Aleck Low, I think. Don't think we can get to this one. I think it's on private land, so we'll get as close as we can. Bit of a climb, and I suppose that's the point of the Ethels, the hills. Good view though. Well, that was an experience. I've just actually fallen off a wall stile. I was just nearly on the top, and I'll show you in a minute, the stone step completely broke away and I just fell from the top onto the grass. So I'm just having a bit of a sit. I don't think there's anything broken or anything, but I'm just having a bit of a sit. Sue's looking after me, but I'll show you this wall. And look, there's a metal step up onto the top, and there should be a step there, which is now, Sue's demonstrated it's there, and now it's there. And I think I put my foot on it, 1 foot on the top, and just completely came off the top. So, a bit muddy, but hopefully I'll live to fight another field. There it is, Aleck Low. It's as near as we can get because there's a wall here with a fence, so I'm not going to go over that. I've got to go over the fence to retrieve my pole though, which is a bit of a shame. So we can definitely say this one's very hard won. I'm trying to find another way through because I chucked my stick over the star, so I've got to get it anyway. Now we're walking between these lovely lines of, well, I won't say what it is, but I'm sure you can see. Right, we're perched up here by this wall. We're going to have a quick stop and a brew. And maybe a cake or 2 because my hands hurting. Yay! And Sue's got the Voltarol that's been on my leg. I think I'm going to stiffen up. Bruised hands and bruised leg, but I'm hobbling on after my brush with death. So just gonna have a little break and a drink. That wall there with the archway through, that's a high peak trail. I can just see some people on bikes going over there. We'll be on there again in a bit, and that behind it, that clump of trees must be Minninglow. I think it is an old fort, an old burial mound, and apparently there's a path up it, so we'll see. There's a concessionary path up to Minninglow, which is good because it means we'll be able to get right up to it. A little bit of a climb coming up now. We don't know if these might be the bowls, the burial mounds, because they're quite shallow. There is two, one there and one there. Equally, there might not be, but you never know. We'll say they are anyway, unless we see something more obvious. We're nearly at the summit now. In fact, we're just about are there. It's lovely to have a clear day for it. Well, this is Minninglow, the summit of Minninglow, the old burial mound with a concessionary path right up to it, and the sun's come out, so it's a lovely day. But there it is, there's quite a few people around, quite a few rocks, quite a bit more to see than some of the other ones, but no trig. Because it's such a lovely day now, the sun's out and we've got a lovely commanding view. We're going to have a spot of lunch here. Seems like as good a place as any. This looks like it might have been a burial mound or something. Obviously a very important site in prehistory.
Walking wounded.
We're coming under the High Peak Trail, and then we must join it somehow. We're coming back onto the High Peak Trail now. Well, that's interesting. I plotted a footpath down to the High Peak Trail, but we don't seem to be able to get onto the High Peak Trail. It goes underneath and doesn't actually seem to link up to it. So we're going to see if we can get up onto it somewhere, because it's just there. That is it. It's just on the top of that wall there. And once we're off it, we'll be on it then for the rest of the walk. So it's just if I can get my lame leg up there onto it. I'm going to have to scrabble up here somehow. Just going to be fun. We think this might be the new bridge that's just been built, because the old one was taken out by a lorry, the old historic bridge. It looks very new, it feels very new, so pretty sure this is probably it. This beam is the last remaining from the 19th century Cromford and High Peak Railway bridge over the B5056. The bridge was hit by an HGV on the 17th of April 2019. The current bridge was installed in November 22, so yes, that was a new bridge that we thought it was. Just when it's open, it was closed for quite a time. We're lucky. There's a watering ramp back there. Water the trains. There's Harboro Rocks ahead, our next objective, and I can even see the trig. This is actually a footpath. It goes up to Harboro Rocks there. Not that way, they're climbing, but this way. If it's a bit noisy, there's like a processing plant behind me, and to the right of us you might hear some shots because there's a clay pigeon shooting range, so it's just a little bit noisy around here. Steep, steep, steep. There it is. There's a trig. Nearly the third apple of the day bagged.
Nice one, Steph.
Number 3 Ethel of the day, Harboro Rocks. Just like that. What a lovely day for it. This is Harboro Rocks. That's Carsington Water in the distance. Walked round there a few times. To the right the view's not so great, it's that processing plant. But if you get beyond that, again it gets a lot nicer.
Aleck Low.
Could be. That's Aleck Low, and that's Minninglowl over there. And just over there, and these rocks are quite dramatic really. Looks a bit like an old burial mound this, but yeah, there's Minninglowl and Aleck Low behind it. We're going to stop at this lovely bench. We actually saw on the way out and we thought, yeah, we'll stop there on the way back, and it's free. Following the high peak trail all the way back to the car now. To the left, that is the Daisy Bank farmhouse, and local people can remember horses destined for use on the Western Front in World War I, being loaded onto the trains here. This is where we crossed over earlier to go up towards Minninglow, but now we're just following the high peak trail back to the car. The wood is so beautiful, with bluebells too. This bench is made with joy and laughter. I hope you are too. Please come and sit on me, resting from your walk. Come now and rest with me, we can have a talk. And we're back at the car park now. We've bagged 3 Ethels. We've bagged Aleck Low, Minninglow and Harboro Rocks. I've managed to fall off a stile and hurt myself, but you know, it's a bit of an adventure, so it's all part of the experience. I can't say these Ethels weren't hard won today. We're back at the car now, so I'm going to have a nice soak in the bath and probably won't be able to move in the morning, but hey, it's part of the fun. So thanks for coming with us. Please like and subscribe below.